Next on Lion TV, we have a story about FFA with Kaden DeGroat and a special story about a drama student that works behind the scenes on the recent play with Kingston.
And me, Eric Coy, with your weather updates. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei High. I'm Jordan Bowman.
And I'm Linus Bowman. Happy Friday, everyone. Let's slide right into those announcements.
Arkansas Tech University Department of English and World Languages encourages high school seniors to enter Arkansas Tech's 2024 Creative Writing Scholarship Contest. 6 scholarships worth as much as $1,500 will be awarded to a top submission chosen by a selection of their creative writing professionals. To enter, send a poem/selection of poems or short stories to engla@atu.edu.
For any high school student not already on the roster, tryouts are December 6th at 3:30 at the SHS baseball field. Bring a current copy of your sports physical, glove, hat, and if you are already a catcher and have gear, please bring it. For more information, contact Coach Gardner, Coach Davis, or Coach Donovan.
10th grade BMI assessments are scheduled for December 7th. Refusal forms are due by December 5th. No telephone refusals will be accepted.
Our school offers many clubs, but one of these clubs is FFA.
Kaden DeGroat has the story on what goes into being an FFA member.
People say farming might look easy, but in reality, it might not be the same for these future farmers of America.
FFA is a student-led organization that promotes agriculture awareness and leadership development for high school students. In FFA, I always sell it to the students as in that we've got something for everybody, whether you're a competitive individual or a social individual or just somebody looking for some way to get plugged into high school. After students join FFA, then they're then eligible and able to participate in any of the activities that we have and they choose or are interested in participating in.
FFA is an organization that helps students with leadership development for on-campus students. It's also a good way to get well known into high school.
So what we do, we go like conferences, like to sell raffle tickets at the beginning of the year. It's about $25. So if you sell $25, you're entered to win corn, and it's up to 200 bags of deer corn, 2,000 bags of deer corn.
FFA does a lot of events, even competitions where they compete with different schools.
FFA just offers opportunities for students to be involved socially. Like we have a bonfire coming up next week where we're just going to get together and hang out around a bonfire and eat good. So we have several social activities throughout the year, and then we have a lot of competitive events. A lot of students are competitive, have a competitive nature about them. So we start out with what's called a show season or a show team in the fall. So those students will purchase animals in the spring, raise them all summer, learn to care for them and prepare them for the show world, and then we'll show those in the fall.
FFA is a team working environment where students have to work together to get things done. It's also a working environment where students need to take care of the animals that they purchased in the spring.
Well, the reason why I joined it just seemed like something that I like to do, you know. I mean, because I rodeo and stuff, so it's like something I want to get into because it's more like if you don't sell 25 tickets, then you can pay $25, and that's how you get an FFA. More you get to get out of your comfort zone. You get to hang out with friends and stuff. It's just a really fun time and a good career to get into.
These future farmers still have fun with all the events. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks for the insight on all the teamwork from FFA, Kaden.
Looks like I might have to go check out some more agriculture. Now into some local news.
In local news, according to Little Rock Police, Joseph Walker was taken into custody without incident following the shooting death of 28-year-old Robert Overton outside the Citco convenience store at 5924 Baseline Road just after midnight on November 20th. Officers responded to the store in reference to someone being shot when they discovered Overton on the side of the building, dead from the gunshot wounds, police said.
Robert Steinbuck, a law professor at William H. Bowen School of Law and group member, said that the Freedom of Information Act has come under attack recently, and putting transparency in the state constitution will help make sure any incoming government cannot easily make changes to the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA. In fact, Steinbuck said if their Constitution amendment on transparency goes into the Constitution, any changes to FOIA will require additional votes.
It's been kind of dry lately around here.
I agree. I wonder if we'll be getting any of the rain here soon. Let's see what Eric has in store for us for weather.
Happy Friday, Searcy High. We have just hit the first day of December, so let's get into those weather updates. Today is going to be AM clouds with a high of 63, rain at 21% chance, winds blowing west-southwest at 11 miles per hour, humidity at 82%, and your sun rose at 6:57 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight will be clear skies with a low of 38, rain at 8% chance, winds blowing northwest at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 98%, and your sun will set at 4:54 p.m. On to the almanac. Average temperatures were a high of 63, a low of 38. Your monthly average of precipitation is 4.79 inches, and month to date is 1.96 inches. On to that 5cast. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 61, a low of 42, and a 12% chance of rain. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 65, a low of 38, and a 13% chance of rain. Monday will be mostly sunny with a high of 59, a low of 37, and a 15% chance of rain. Tuesday will be once again mostly sunny with a high of 58, a low of 33, and a 4% chance of rain. And on Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 56, a low of 34, and a 4% chance of rain. Looks like we're going to have that sun into us again.
Yes. Anyways, what's for today's lunch? Speaking of, what are we having today, Jordan?
For lunch today, we'll be having whole grain pancake bites, scrambled eggs with cheddar cheese, classic cheese pizza, classic chicken sandwich, chicken and cheese crispito, ham and cheese wrap, corn and black bean salsa, and milk.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Be sure to thank all our lunch ladies for their hard work.
For sure, I will do that. Hey Linus, have you ever designed a costume before?
No, I haven't, but I have heard that it's very fun.
Well, we have a story about a student here at SHS who thinks the exact same way.
The Searcy High School Drama Club is a home to numerous students who love to act, write, and work on performances. Today we look into Kingston Dunn, who is a member of the club.
Kingston Dunn is a sophomore in high school who generally works behind the scenes in the drama department.
The job I do in the performance is I manage the costumes and make sure everything is going well with what they're wearing.
Even though Kingston doesn't act or direct, his job is just as crucial for performances to go smoothly.
My routine varies like every time I rehearse, but it's mostly consists of making sure all the costumes work and choosing different outfits for the actors to wear. I usually work in the sewing room, the costume closet, or the makeup room.
Earlier this quarter, Kingston and the Drama Club worked on the one-act play Ghost Lights for their competition in November.
For the past few weeks, I've worked on the performance during every Mondays and Wednesday.
The competition was held at Searcy's High School's Performing Arts Center, where Searcy did well in the competition and are awaiting results. That's all I have for you now, Searcy High. Now back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks for the story. It's really cool to see all the aspects that go into a costume design.
It's really awesome to see, but hey, what's happening in sports lately?
I'm not too sure myself, but I know that Jacob Shoei has some sports updates for us. What's been going on, Jacob?
Good morning, Searcy High. Let's start this December off with some sports updates. In local sports, the Searcy Lions bowling team had their first match of the season yesterday where they traveled to Cabot to take on the Panthers. Their next match will be next Monday where they take on Jacksonville. The Searcy Lions wrestling team also started their season on Tuesday where they had their Little Rock Central duel here at the high school with our Lions coming out with the win. The wrestling team's next match will happen later today when the girls compete in the Central Classic at Little Rock Central. The Searcy Lions basketball teams played their first couple of games of the Searcy Bank Classic on Tuesday with the boys taking on Newport and the girls taking on Mountain Home. The boys against Newport would take a quick lead in the first, with it starting to dwindle in the second, with the Lions only being up 36-31 going into the half. Once the second half started, though, the boys would pick up the pace they had in the first to take an easy victory over the Greyhounds 78-56. The girls' game against Mountain Home would be paced a little differently, though, with the girls taking a strong lead in the first where they wouldn't slow down, as they took the win over the Bombers 62-45. The boys have 2 games left, with them taking on the Catholic Rockets on Friday and the Southside Southerners on Saturday, while the girls only have 1 game left in the Classic, with them taking on the Cabot Panthers on Saturday. Moving on to national sports, in the NFL, after an 11-week recovery from a surgery on his torn Achilles, New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers returned to practice on Wednesday, doing his best to make an early comeback. Rodgers was cleared for functional football activity but no contact. As of right now, Coach Robert Sale says it is too soon to say whether Rodgers will be playing again this season. The Cleveland Browns have elevated veteran quarterback Joe Flacco as their number 2 behind injured starter Darian Thomas Robinson, potentially putting Flacco in line to start on Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams. Thompson Robinson remains in concussion protocol and sat out Wednesday's practice. Flacco, the 2013 Super Bowl MVP for the Baltimore Ravens, would be the 4th quarterback to start for the Browns this season. In the MLB, Luis Severino and the New York Mets agreed to a 1-year, $13 million contract on Wednesday. This will send the longtime Yankees to a Mets team that plans to spend its winter upgrading the depleted rotation. Severino had spent all of his 8-year career with the Yankees, including a rough 2023, in which he posted a 6.65 ERA over 89 1/3 innings. Still, the free agent market has set the price of veteran starting pitchers at $10 million plus, and Severino's past success gave him the chance to earn a little more. Moving on to the NBA, the Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Utah Jazz 105-91 on Wednesday night, securing their first home win of the season. During this game, Jaren Jackson Jr. put up 20 points and 6 blocks, and David Rowdy added 19 points to help push the Grizzlies to their much-deserved win. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Detroit Pistons 113-107 on Wednesday night for the Pistons' franchise record of 15 straight losses. LeBron James, recovering from a career-high 44-point loss at Philadelphia, and his Lakers teams were very loose during the pregame warm-up, perhaps sensing their easy bounce-back wins. Well, Cersei, that's all the sports updates I have for you this week. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Friday and an even better weekend. Now, let's send it back to the news desk with Jordan and Linus.
Thanks for catching us up on those sports updates, Jacob.
Unfortunately, I think we've reached the end of another show, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Line TV.
And to follow us on X at Line TV, Instagram at Cersei Line TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Line TV. Signing off, I'm Jordan Bowman.
And I'm Linus Bowman. Have a great weekend, Cersei.